A new gallery that recently opened in the French Museum of Immigration pays tribute to people who made France their home. The concept of the new gallery is to put forward history of immigration through different objects that the descendants of immigrants donated to the museum. Born in 1906 in what is now Moldavia, Serge Bach decided, as his brother, to come to try his luck in France as a tailor. When World War II started, he was married and had a son. Despite of that, he volunteered in one of the detached regiments of the Foreign Legion. His son Arnold keeps the memory alive.
The
story of my father is that of thousands of other men, their families, and their path in France. It is also symbolic of the price Jews had to pay to become fully a part of this country. They were not only deported, they also fought for this country.
As a contribution to the part of French history written by the immigrants, Arnold Bach donated the flag of his father's regiment.
This flag is the not-so-well-known story of foreign Jews that lived in France in 1939. Out of an estimated 150,000 foreign Jews living in France, there were 25,000 men that became volunteers as soon as the war was declared.
It didn't take long for the Germans to defeat the three poorly armed regiments of Jewish volunteers. After they had surrendered, they were taken to Germany and made prisoners.
My father's regiment held 3 days against German aviation and panzer divisions, and they surrendered upon the orders of their officers because they had no ammunition left. In my father's regiment there were, if I recall it well, 2,500 men, and the total number of dead and wounded in 3 days was 1,700.
According to Arnold Bach, the story of French Jews isn't complete without the story of the volunteers.
Les Juifs, ce n'étaient pas que des gens qui ont subi.
Jews were not only those who suffered. They volunteered from 1939, and some of them even fought in the Spanish Civil War 3 years earlier, and they fought bravely. Jews did not remain helpless in the face of what was going on. Jewish history isn't all about the Holocaust. There were also these soldiers and the people who joined the French resistance.
Ces combattants et aussi la résistance.
In this new gallery, Serge Bach's flag stands next to objects donated to the museum by the descendants of Italian, Polish, Chinese, Portuguese, Greek immigrants. This variety helps acknowledge the part played by Jews and also other immigrants in the making of French modern history.
With this new gallery, we wanted to show the diversity of the French population, the different journeys, and also that the reasons for people came to France were very different. We insisted a lot on the period between the two wars because it's very important when you talk about immigration.
As the history of immigration is still being written, maybe a treasure kept in your family could be put on display in a glass case in the museum. Miloš Krivokapić, JN1, Paris.